Hi, Karina here, your Lucid Living coach. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm a healing arts astrologer, and I'm here to give you the full moon in Cancer video report. The full moon is happening on January 3rd at 13 degrees of Cancer. This new year is bringing in a year with a full moon in Cancer. And this is our first moon cycle of the year, bringing in 2026, which is the one fire horse year, the year of action and focus on our career, work, home, and family. The 13 degrees, 1 in SEP astrology, is the sun, and 3 is Jupiter. Now, this is shining a light on hope, optimism, blessings, vitality, and energy. Jupiter being the luckiest planet of our zodiac. So I am here at my house. I thought I would do a natural background because this is the homey energy. Cancer rules the home. It rules the mother. It is our comforts and the things that we do to make ourselves feel safe and comfortable. I am doing an Earl Grey, the London Fog, in my new cup. And it tastes oh so good. If you guys are looking for something festive and fun to do in the dead of winter, my next paint and sip at Revival Coffee in Crockett is happening January 24th at 4 p.m. Tickets on sale now for $45. It includes your wine, canvas, and all the stuff that you need to make your masterpiece. I hope to see you there. You can go over to my link tree and you can Venmo me or DM me and just let me know, and I'll send you a link. All right. Wow. This is some intense emotional energy. Full moons bring highlight and completion to this area of your chart. For us as a collective, just being Cancer, it is our home, our family, our roots, our safety, our things that we are accustomed to. So maybe we have been used to a certain family dynamic for a very long time, or maybe we have been used to a relationship or a title. Maybe you were married and you were someone's wife or husband, and that is coming to a completion. It could be that you were in a partnership, a relationship that meant a lot to you, and now you're really feeling life without that person, and it is very emotional. I'm going to pull up the chart so I can show you what I'm looking at here, so I can explain things a little better. So as you can see, the moon is conjunct Jupiter, okay? The 13th degree symbolizes the sun and Jupiter. So we have Jupiter on both ends. We are letting go of a lot of control, right? We're letting go of a need to be in control and have things go a certain way. We are here learning the Pisces of letting go and allowing, and the melting of boundaries. These are the nodes. They're the nodes of destiny, which are shifting in July of next year to Leo and Aquarius. So a lot of fire and air will be activated starting next year, summer. We are completing, for the remainder of the first half of 2026, the nodes in Pisces and Virgo. And I am so happy for that. I'm a Virgo moon. I have a stellium in Virgo. I also have a lot of planets and points in Leo, so I will be activated in a better way, and I feel like a more fun and lucky and vibrant way than hitting like my moon and my Saturn. So if you want to look in your chart and just see where these points are, this point of 10 degrees of Pisces or Virgo. And also where the full moon is hitting is the 13 degrees of Cancer and Capricorn. As you can see, we have a stellium in Capricorn, and it's giving a lot of focus and drive and motivation in this area of our chart, which is usually like your work, your career, your goals, things that you've been working hard towards, what you want to manifest. This is a great time to do a vision board. We want to put in place actions that will grant us our desires and our hopes and our wishes. Saturn is whatever will gift you, whatever you give towards the things that you want. That's why everyone kind of cries during a Saturn return if they hadn't done the work. If you did the work, you went to school, you're building your business, by the time you're 28 to 30, you're getting your back, you're getting your coin. However, if you do not put in the work, you will be crying, because that's when the hard lessons come. Okay, it's the sanction into adulthood is your Saturn return. Now we have Venus and Mars, and they're coming together. They're going to be conjunct and next year, and this is going to highlight and bring a focus to this area of your chart. If I were to say get a reading from me, I'd say now's the time to get a reading. There is a lot of shifts and a lot of changes happening with certain aspects and points happening in your chart. If you would like to be prepared for what is ahead, whether that is a divorce, you getting fired from your job, you whatever, losing something, anything like that, I could tell within your personal birth chart if I have your information and I sit down and I look at the transits and look at some patterns, ask you relevant questions pertaining to maybe the past, and I can get pretty dang accurate. As a meteorologist of astrology, that's what I am. You predict the weather so you can prepare for that weather. In maybe you're going to pack some rain boots if it's going to rain. Maybe you're going to pack a bathing suit if it's going to be sunny. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's going to happen. But it's good to prepare. Always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I love astrology because it prepares me. It even lets me know what energy to focus on. So, like for me right now, I'm focusing on my health, my work, my daily routines, my workout regimens, and I'm allowing and letting go of things that want to leave my life. 12th house, meditation. It's great for isolation, meditation, being alone. You get a lot of opportunities with being alone with Jupiter in your 12th. All right, so we also have this great little Saturn and Neptune. Neptune's at the last 29th degree, and there will both be moving into Aries again. Okay, this isn't new. They've already done this little dance, and they're going to do it again. And that's coming up too. So let's get right into the full moon in Cancer video report for the collective. So once you find where 13 degrees of Cancer and Capricorn is in your natal chart, this Cancer brings with it some of that emotional, watery energy. This is about releasing and letting go anything around our past or family dynamics. Maybe you had a loss in the family, or a breakup, divorce, or loss of friendships, or maybe you moved away, or just a release around old conditionings, thought patterns that have been passed down to you, maybe from your mother figure, or whether that maybe there's a tension also on the home, nurturing and protecting ourselves. Use this time to cleanse the past and the old stuck energy away to make room for the new blessings. And When I say to release and let go of the past, I don't necessarily mean like break up or, like quit your job or whatever. Things come to a head and a completion. And this could just be like a highlight around yourself, how you view the world or how you react. And maybe the full moon brings a highlight to that. So then you could move forward better in your relationships or in your work. This is also about revisiting some part of your past, whether that is a relationship, maybe there's someone coming back around from your past, and this is to cleanse and clear and release. It's a time to have those conversations that we didn't have. Be able to say what you wanted to say, but didn't have that courage or didn't have the time to say it. It is times of repair and fixing as well. Okay, Jupiter is still retrograde, and it will be retrograde until March. And this is blending in with this full moon, telling me that there is a glimpse of hope, optimism within this releasing and letting go process. And perhaps the more that we work through, the more opportunities may show up for us. So if we're open to having the conversations or open and letting the ego melt away, like this is not a time of ego. This is a time of repair and a time of healing and being honest with ourselves, being authentic, listening to our intuition. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. And we have Mars here, speaking of ego. And Mars is aspecting this full moon as well. And it tells me that we can be irritable. We could be triggered. We could want to react. And this is a time to be able to reflect on what it is that is making us so reactive. Why are we so triggered? What is it that this person or this situation or this thing is bringing up for us? Now, Mars is fueling the drive and motivation to work hard to make things happen. This is putting in the work, putting in the effort, because whenever you put in the work and the effort, you're going to get the results. You can't just be like, oh, forget it. Like, oh, that person doesn't love me, or oh, forget it. Maybe that job wasn't meant to be, or maybe that everything takes work. From relationships to, if you want to be a nurse, you're going to have to go through the nursing school. You want to buy the house, you're going to have to make some money and save your down payment. If you want nice things, you got to work for it. Nothing comes without hard work and diligence. You're dreaming if you think that it's all going to just come to you. It won't last. Even if it does, it won't last because Saturn's there, unfortunately. Jupiter will bring the abundance. Jupiter will bring the rewards and the luck and the, winning the lottery. But if you don't appreciate and respect the money that you have received, it will just melt out of your hands. Venus is applying to her conjunction with Mars, which happens every couple years. Okay, this is a point of focus. This is a reset. The masculine Mars and the feminine Venus is coming together, blending their energies in Capricorn with the sun, bringing much attention to this area of our chart. This will be a reset. For all of us Leos, Leo rising, this is a new way that we're going to work. The way that we're going to go about our health and our health routines. And maybe taking it a lot more seriously. Things are being cut out. That's what Mars does, cuts out that aren't working in the area of the Capricorn area of our charts. There is a lot of focus in the way that we work and show up in the world and career. With all this energy in Capricorn, trining the South Node in Virgo, indicates a temporary, potent window where past system, skills, structures can be reactivated efficiently. This has to do with our relationships too. So during this transit, old methods work again. Previously learned skills come back easily. Solutions are found by returning to what is already proven, tried and true. Beats the experimentation. So you may notice revisiting old patterns, reconnecting with previous people in relationships, finishing something that started, and repairing or utilizing existing structures. Productivity without resistance is quite effective and powerful. Work that once felt heavy may suddenly flow. Motivation visibly and cooperation align smoothly with routine and competence. So this is a great time for optimizing systems like budgeting, refining work, health routines. I've already got my juice in my fridge. I'm also doing lemon ginger water. I have every jar placed out with my MSM, my glycine, and my Celtic salt with my morning water drink that I'm going to do right when I wake up. So everything is prepared. We want to prepare for these healthy habits and create systems and routines around them that we want to stick into the new year. Now, yes, it's 2026, but it's the Gregorian year, new year, but it's not the true new year. The true new year is in March when Aries season starts. It's springtime. And it's going to be easier to make those resolutions in the spring where things start. That's where we start things. That's why when people tend to do New Year's resolutions in the middle of winter, it doesn't stick. You'll get like all these people that sign up for gym membership, and it'll be busy for like a month or two, and then it'll just like die out and all the machines are available again at the gym. So just keep that in mind. There is a lot of forward movement this winter, however, so do it and refine it when spring comes. Refine it, ask yourself, okay, what was working for me, what wasn't working for me, and stuff like that with that. Just because there's so much energy in Capricorn right now, which is great for solidifying things, as well as Saturn and Neptune that will be moving into Aries in the winter. That will also help move things forward, okay? This is also a great time for administrative and technical tasks, practical relationship conversations. We're looking at things that need to be fixed, that already exist. It's not a time for new resolutions. This is not the New Year's to start the resolutions that you may not be able to keep it up, but still try and try and try again when the true New Year spring in mid-March. So the best use of this full moon is to finish, fix, and formalize. The 3 F's. This is not a time to start something new or experimental. It's a steady focus on completing long-standing tasks. Formalize agreements, structure, and what already exists, and commit to sustainable routines. Okay, so I have uploaded my basic astrology workshop, and I have a paywall, so you can click on the link, pay, and watch the video. If you want to learn astrology, you want to do astrology school and get really into astrology and maybe use it as a career, then you go to the basic course first. I have a second course and a third course. It's called intermediate, and it's called advanced astrology. I have them. I just have to record them and upload them on a paywall. So that is my goal, is to finish uploading those videos. So you guys can just click, pay, and watch the video. So you don't have to schedule a time to hop on Zoom with me and learn. You can also do that though. So it just depends on what you do, what kind of money you have. If you don't have a lot of money and you want to click and pay, it's cheaper to do the school that way and learn astrology through the click and pay videos than to do live Zoom calls with me. That's just more. So that's like a part of something that already exists that you're formalizing, you're fixing, and you're finishing. So it's a great time to finish old projects and maybe pictures like art. Maybe you have unfinished art. Back in the day, I wanted to have a gallery of unfinished art because I was the master of unfinished art. Now I finish my art. I finish it the night of. And I've just gotten better because I host the paint and sips. The paint and sips force me to paint and finish a painting once a month, which it has worked great for me. So I'm really happy. I love and I have so much fun when all y'all come out and have fun with me and drink wine and tea and coffee and paint. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do every month. Speaking of, the next paint and sip is January 24th, and that will be on my friend's birthday. If y'all know the old owner or the owner of Revival Coffee, it is his birthday, and we will be celebrating that for the paint and sip. So get your tickets. It's going to be a big one and a fun one and a celebratory one. So, but overall, this full moon is a great time to dial in your daily rituals, your routines for the optimal outcome for success. Leverage existing relationships. With this Venus trine the South Node has favors reconnecting, resolving practical issues in relationships, and renegotiating shared responsibilities. Don't overinvest in old patterns because this South Node there is subtle risk for clinging to outdated systems. So defaulting to overwork or prioritizing efficiency over meaning, just use what works without letting it define the future. Don't assume easy means permanent. This is also with relationships. Don't ignore your intuition and emotional undercurrents, and don't recommit blindly to obligations out of habit. A clearing and a consolidation phase that prepares the ground for something more fluid, intuitive, creative later. This is the time to clean house, not move back into it. Got it? Get it? Got it good? All right. Now, Neptune is at 29 degrees, the very anaretic and last degrees of the sign, helping us farewell to the old life, getting ready for 2026. Fire house. It's a fire horse year coming in soon with a new eclipse of points this summer for Aquarius and Leo. We have so much darn things to look forward to for us fire and air signs. We have been drowning in the water and overworked and analyzed with all the earth, and this is the fire air year coming up, so I'm looking forward to that. I am ready to go and have a lot of change because I've just been chilling like a villain for a while, and I'm ready to make shit happen, if you know what I'm saying. I feel like I'm getting sick again. Yeah, scratchy throat. I better not. That was crazy. I felt like I was sick for like 2 weeks. Anyways, let me get the cards and see you over there. So if you stuck around this far, please put a little water sign emoji down at the bottom and let me know what you are releasing and maybe what you have planned for New Year's Eve. I'd love to hear back from you guys. If you'd like this video, please give a little thumbs up and share this video to anyone that you think that needs to hear the message, and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already for more updated videos just like this. And I will see you at the next video or the next paint and sip on January 24th. Peace out, your Lucid Living Coach, Karina.